Hi,
Hello, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good, thanks for hopping on here with me.
Of course, my pleasure.
It's so nice to finally meet you. My name's Kari, by the way.
Yes, Kari, nice to meet you too.
I just want to hop right into it with you. I
Do
know
it.
it's been a busy year, I feel like, for you. You've done a little bit of everything, it seems, like from music to movies and all that. So there's lots to talk about with you. I guess we'll start with Fool's Gold because that's like very recent, very fresh. It's been about a month since it came out, right?
Yes, it has. It's crazy how time flies.
Yeah. And what was it like releasing music during COVID? Because I feel like I've heard a lot of artists say like, oh, well, we weren't able to tour. We weren't able to tour behind our singles or our albums that came out, but
Yeah.
writing and producing, like it must have been a very creative year. Do you feel like that was the case for you?
Yeah, absolutely. I think as artists, music has always been our escape, and now more than ever, especially after we realized how much deeper the connection was that music made for all of us as humans, no matter how physically divided we were or distant we were. Music and film just had a way of connecting us more than it did in the past. And that was a really beautiful takeaway from releasing music this year, is kind of hearing how much the music was meaning to people, especially now. So music has always been my sanctuary, but definitely I've had the gift of being able to focus on writing music much more than I have in the past. So it's been beautiful.
Yeah, and with Fool's Gold, so you put out the song obviously about a month ago, and you filmed a music video for it as well, which dare I say it's fire.
Thank you.
Yeah. Well, what was it like, putting out that music video and filming it? And
it's been, I was, I think I think I was involved in the first film or the first production that took place during the pandemic, and that was end of June. So I went back onto set pretty quickly. And after that movie happened, it was a Michael Bay movie, the world kind of figured out how to work safely in Hollywood, which has been such a blessing because we've been able to shoot movies, we've been able to do TV shows, shoot music videos, big productions with, big crews, but safely. And this is my third music video, I think fourth video, wow, shot during COVID. And it definitely was the biggest one in terms of production, which was really exciting. And it's just, bringing a music video to life is always such a cool process because it's like brings my both loves together, film and music, and I get to kind of make a little movie out of my song. So it was amazing to work with Hannah Lux on this.
Yeah, and it turned out amazing. Like all of
Thank you.
the fire all around.
She's amazing. Thank you.
Yeah. And I think it's been really cool to see Fool's Gold. I was kind of stalking you on TikTok before this too, and I saw all of your duets of people doing their own dances to it, which
is sweet.
I mean, TikTok has become such a thing in the last year, so it's really cool that, your song is kind of now taking on its own life on TikTok.
It is. And like you said, I love that they each do their own thing. Each video is completely different. Some people will do makeup. Some people will, get inspired by the fashion in the video. Others will do their own dance. And honestly, anytime I see someone take the time out of their day to do something with my song, it just means the absolute world to me. So all of them make me smile.
Now, have you kind of fallen into that rabbit hole when it comes to TikTok? I know I definitely have, or I just
haven't yet. I haven't yet, but I feel like it's bound to happen.
Yeah. Prepare yourself.
That's what I hear. My sister tells me the same. She's like, prepare yourself.
Yeah. So I guess going back to Fool's Gold, you said that during the pandemic and during 2020 and now 2021, you've been able to get out creatively. Fool's Gold, is that the start of maybe a new album? I don't know how much you're allowed to say, but is there a possibility of that in the future?
I will not deny that possibility. Fool's Gold is the beginning of a story that I'm sharing with the world, and the rest of the story will follow soon.
Very cool. Well, we're excited to hear it.
Thank you.
Yeah. And you kind of alluded to this a little bit as well, but you were part of a film that came out, and it actually just premiered on Hulu, I heard.
Yes, Songbird. It was a Michael Bay film, and it was the first movie shot during the pandemic, about the pandemic. It was incredible, an extraordinary experience. And it was myself, KJ Apa, Demi Moore, an incredible cast. And yeah, we just had our premiere on Hulu last week.
So exciting. My boyfriend and I were watching the trailer for it. So we definitely have some weekend plans.
Oh, good. Thank you. That makes me happy.
Yeah. And it's so interesting how, I mean, what was the timeline on this movie?
So
like,
fast. Our director started writing it March 13th, which I think was the day of or a couple days into the pandemic. And I think Michael Bay hopped on board pretty quickly after. And I had my first meeting with him in June, and I was cast 2 days before we started shooting. And we shot the movie in 3 weeks.
That is amazing. Yeah, I was going to say, because it incorporates a lot about COVID. And it came
and a lot of the imagery and a lot of the visuals are of actual Los Angeles during COVID, which is wild.
That is wild. Oh my gosh. I'm so excited to see it.
Thank you.
Yeah. And my boyfriend, when we were watching the trailer, he said that parts of it kind of reminded him of I Am Legend, which
that's so cool. I'll take it.
Which I love that
part of it. Me too. My favorite part of the story, though, is even though it is a thriller and it's about the pandemic, at the end of the day, you'll see it's a love story and it's a story of hope. And I think that's, the most important thing that we can all hold on to right now.
Oh, for sure. Everyone needs a little hope as we hopefully.
But hope is in the air. It seems like we're at the end of this, which is amazing.
Fingers crossed. So are you planning anything in terms of like touring maybe soon?
I hope so. I mean, I've been in calls all day and I've been meeting with people in radio, and everyone keeps mentioning that fall seems very likely. So I think that's what the plan is.
Awesome. Well, that would be really, really cool.
It would be amazing. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, obviously you've been super, super busy this year with music and movies and all that. Hopefully you've had a little bit of downtime to just chill like a lot of us were. Do you have any like favorites from the last year, like binge-worthy TV shows or movies? Or
I mean, I think I'm done with net. Like, I think I finished. I right now I'm out of shows, so I need suggestions. I loved Succession. I loved Ozark early on. Those were two of my go-tos and my favorites. I think I've watched Gilmore Girls about 4 times, and now I find myself watching it again. But it was an incredible year for film and TV too. It was really, I mean, it was also kind of like everyone's salvation. It was so cool to see how everyone in the world seemed to be watching the same thing at the same time, which was wild.
Yeah, that was really cool. I feel like everyone could kind of talk about the same things, which was nice.
Yeah.
So, I did see The Handmaid's Tale. It seems like
Handmaid's Tale is amazing. Yeah. I actually have to catch up on that. Maybe that'll be what I have to do. That's a good idea.
Yeah. There you go. Cool. Well, I don't want to take too much of your time, but I appreciate you stopping in and chatting for a couple minutes.
It was a pleasure. Thank you so much. It was so nice to meet you, and hopefully we can see each other in person soon.
Yes, hopefully tours in the near future.
Sending my love.
Yep. Nice to meet you, Sophia. Have a great day. Bye.
You too.